What's going on, Hard Walk fam? It is Sunday, August 28th, 2022. Welcome to the Hard Walk and welcome to the weekly check-in. Welcome to the weekly check-in, y'all. Listen, this past week has been a rough week, a very rough week. Whew, I'm sick, so I have been having a heck of a week, y'all. Thankfully, it is not COVID. I've done a couple COVID tests. None of them have come back positive. I did a home test first, but then towards the end of the week, I kept feeling worse and my breathing wasn't great because I have asthma. I went to the doctor and they did one of those brain tickling tests where they put it all the way back, like they're trying to tickle your brain. I had to do one of those and got the result the next day, and that came back negative as well. So I don't have COVID, but I am sick and I have a cold. It's more than a cold. I have a respiratory infection. And because I am sick and I've got asthma, when I'm sick, I'm a little bit like a baby and my breathing is horrible. So that's put a real strain on my week, y'all. I've been having to do like my breathing treatments because of my asthma, and that's made it a little bit rough for me this week. But we are here, still doing the weekly check-in. I'm here with y'all, definitely here with y'all still so I can check in. So let me do a recap of how I did over the past week. Last week, what did I talk about last week? Last week I talked about my goals still needed some work, right? I still needed to do some work on the time goal and the water goal. I had started to do a little bit of improvement with the water goal. You know, I was making more 80s and 100s with the ounces on the water goal. I had brought the time goal back to 5:30, right? To be real with myself. And it looked like that was starting to work out a little bit better. And then I did talk about how I put some work in my office space and out in the garage, converting a part of that to having like a little home gym space. And the other thing I talked about was wanting to set up a food goal for myself for the month of September. And those were the things we talked about last week. And I can tell you right now, I have no clips to review for this week's check-in because I had done no activity, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I told y'all this week was really rough for me. Yeah, that really just is it. This week has been really rough. So we know what I talked about last week. The recap was really quick. I will go over how I did this past week though with the goals because I did somewhat keep track of that. I can tell you halfway through the week, I was kind of like skipped a day, had to kind of guess what I did. And so I'm gonna make sure this coming week I'm really staying up on top of it. But let me go over how I did with the goals last week, y'all. On Sunday, August 21st, 2022, I got up at 7 a.m. Was not in bed though until 11:50 p.m. I had 80 ounces of water on Sunday. On Monday, August 22nd, I was up at 5:30, laid back down until 6. I did not go to bed I went to bed at 10, but didn't fall asleep until after midnight. I had 84 ounces of water. That was Monday. On Tuesday, August 23rd, I was up at 6, laid down until after 7. I think Tuesday morning was when I started to feel a little sick. Start to have some symptoms, scratchy throat, etc. That evening, I was in bed shortly after 10. Didn't fall asleep until sometime after 11, I think was the last time I looked at the clock. That day, I had less than my full 64-ounce bottle. Okay, on Wednesday, the 24th, I was up at 5:30, I think. And so by Wednesday, I wasn't recording goals as well. I think I was just kind of out of it. I wasn't even keeping track of my goals as well. Anyway, I rode 5:30, I think. I was in bed after midnight. I knew that for sure. I had 64 ounces, so I had one of my blue bottles of water. On Thursday, the 25th, August 25th, I got up after 7. I was really not feeling it. And it says I went to bed after 2:30 a.m. That would be Friday morning. I had 48 ounces of water. Ooh. And I think that was a guesstimate too. Like, I wasn't really keeping track. Friday, August 26th. So Thursday, right? I left work early Thursday afternoon because I really wasn't feeling good by Thursday. I wasn't doing well with my breathing. I called out of work on Friday. So Friday now, August 26th, I got up at 7:30 a.m. and did not go to bed until 6:30 a.m. Yes, that would be Saturday morning. Had 64 ounces of water, so one blue bottle. Saturday, yes, you remember I said I went to bed 6:30 a.m. I got up at 9:30 a.m., so 3 hours of sleep. And I remember saying to myself, Saturday, this was yesterday, oh, I'm just gonna stay up all day because I need to start trying to re-regulate my sleep schedule. But by 3 p.m., I was out of it. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take an hour nap. I woke up after 9 p.m., so I slept almost 6 hours. And then I got up after 9 and was like, yo, I slept for too long, now I'm gonna be up again. So I was really trying to fight that. And I think I went back trying to sleep after 11. Anyway, that was a whole mess. One more, just one blue jug, 64 ounces. So as you can see, I was not doing well with my time goal at all last week because I've been sick, nor my water goal. And yes, I know, because I'm sick, I should have been doing a lot better with especially with my water goal. I'm like a big baby when I'm sick, y'all. I'm like a big baby. Thankfully, I did do a COVID test. So I think, let's see, when I wrote it down, Tuesday, when I started feeling sick, then by Wednesday, I think it was by Wednesday, I took a home COVID test, and it showed negative. And then on Friday, when I called out of work on Friday, I went to the doctor because my breathing hasn't been great. You can't really tell, I don't think, maybe not through this video, but I'm quite wheezy. So I have asthma, and I've been doing my breathing machine, my nebulizer machine, in addition to my asthma inhaler. And so Friday, I had to go to the doc because my breathing has just been crap, and they put me on some antibiotics and steroid. Hopefully trying to get my breathing to improve. It's still really rough. But anyway, that has made it just rough for me. And so I'm hoping, today is Sunday, I honestly couldn't even get a walk in today. I tried going outside this morning, and I think I did maybe half a mile, and I was like, nope, this is not gonna work. So I'm just honestly not gonna really try to push it, y'all. I'm just gonna chill. I think tomorrow morning what I might try to do is I might try doing the treadmill really early when it's cooler, opening both the garage doors and seeing if that might help. I would open the garage doors anyway, but I'm gonna see if I do it when I get up at 5:30 super early. It's a little cooler, it might be better. But with the heat and humidity here, I don't know. I gotta try something next week. But I'm definitely gonna be doing better on the water and the time next week. I can tell you that much, because as far as how I feel a little bit better than I did toward the middle to end of last week. That's for sure. So I can tell you that I will be doing a little bit better next week. Plus I have some other things I need to be working on next week. And school, I can tell you, school is in swing, yo. School is in swing. I had to get some homework done this weekend. So yeah, I have school that I'm working on now too. Woo! It's all good, y'all. It's all good. It's definitely all good. So this coming week, I have to make sure I do better with the water goal, make sure I do better with the time goal, firm up what my food goal will be looking like for the month of September. Yes, it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week. Now for this week, let me start out with the weigh-in. I did pretty good with the weigh-in this week. Current weight is 344.1. And if you remember from last week's video, although last time I looked, not many of y'all watched last week's video, but it's all right. Last week my weigh-in was 346.3. So I'm down 2 pounds from last week because this week it's 344. So yeah, the weight this week is 344. Make sure I'm putting in the work. I'm gonna make sure I put in the work this week to keep it either the same or continue to trend down. The other thing I wanna do for this week is I wanna continue with my time on water goal. That's just gonna be continuing. That time goal and that water goal, I'm gonna keep working on that. The other thing I have to do now this week is I'm gonna have to work on increasing activity, right? Excuse me. Because I've been sick, I haven't really been doing anything because I've been struggling with my breathing. And I'm telling you, like I said, this morning, Sunday morning, I tried going out for a walk and I legit just couldn't hack it, man. I was struggling with my breathing. So I am gonna try this coming week though to see if I can increase my activity a little bit. And then I really need to work on having a structured food goal set up for the month of September so that next week when I do my check-in, I can have my official goal for what it's gonna be for the month of September as far as intake for food goes. And that's kind of it for this week. It's kind of short, that's okay, but that's the weekly check-in for this week, y'all. I really appreciate y'all being here with me, checking in. A couple of y'all checked in with me this week and was on me with a couple of things, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all so much, more than you know. I've been playing with an idea for about the past 2 weeks about doing some videos, especially for my other platforms of maybe reading some motivational quotes. I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna do that yet. If I do, y'all might just start seeing me reading some motivational quotes on like my Instagram and my TikTok. So maybe you might see that come through. Keep an eye out. Start checking out my other platforms. I'm definitely gonna keep doing my weekly check-ins on here though. I have to, I'm tying myself to that. This one I'm definitely tying myself to because I know I have to. I can do that, right? Every Sunday, keep this check-in going. I'm definitely doing that, y'all, because I appreciate y'all showing up, and I'm gonna keep showing up with y'all. All right, yeah, hear my voice, right? My throat is still like, I don't know what it sounds, this deep, like Barry White, right? Hey, let me get off of here before I make a clown of myself. Thank y'all for checking in. I hope you have a really good week coming up, and I'm gonna check in with you next week, all right? One love.